So, good class of mine, how are you all? Welcome back. Well set for GSC studies? Today, we are just going to discuss the last two topics of this chapter. First one is how we can separate the components of mixtures in which both the component are liquid. Means we are going to separate the component of liquids with liquids mixture, and second is combined method of separation, means how we can apply more than two methods to separate the component. Are you ready to learn science with me? Let's go. First topic we are going to do is separating immiscible liquid. Under this heading, we will discuss what are immiscible liquids and some examples of immiscible liquids, as well the apparatus which can be used to separate the component of such type of mixture. And second, we are going to discuss about the activity number 8 and 9, which explains us how we can use more than two methods to separate the components of some mixtures, in which many methods are used to separate the components. First of all, separating immiscible liquids. Question arises, what are immiscible liquids? Before doing that, I come to take you towards an activity, live activity. I am having a tray with two tumblers, one is empty, another with the water, and a container having mustard oil. This activity will be performed later. First of all, let's go through what are immiscible liquids. Liquids which do not dissolve in each other are called immiscible liquids. For example, mustard oil in water and petrol in water. Now, dear student, we are going to perform an activity. We are going to add two liquid. Here in this activity, an empty tumbler, another is having water, and there is a container in which mustard oil is there. I am going to put some of the mustard oil in the empty tumbler. Okay, this is. Now I am going to pour some of the mustard oil in water. It means mustard oil is the liquid, water is the liquid. Now see what happens there. Oil is not mixing with water and form a separate layer. Such type of liquids are known as immiscible liquids. Now dear students, separating funnel, as you are watching in the picture, is the device which is used to separate immiscible liquids. Because of lockdown, we can't go to the lab of ours. So what can we do? We can made an arrangement so that you can see how the oil can be separated from the water. Here the same tumbler, you can see the separate layer of oil and water. Always the immiscible liquids form this separate layer. And now I am going to separate out the oil which is on the top in another tumbler, pouring it slowly so that water can't be disturbed, and in this way you can see most of the oil come into the another container. The separating funnel is also work likewise, but we will see it later on the opening of school. So activity number 7, that is given at page number 62, you are going to read it thoroughly by sitting at your home. Now what about the separation of miscible liquids? Let me recall you about immiscible liquids. Liquids which dissolve completely in each other are called the miscible liquids. For example, milk in water, ink in water, and you made by yourself as well as in fifth class. So dear student, a do you know is given related to the separation of components of miscible liquids. Which method or process can be used to separate the component of such type of liquids? Distillation is the process which is used to separate the components of miscible liquids. In this method, mixture is allowed to heat. Liquid mixture which are completely miscible with each other, they are allowed to heat. The liquid having lower boiling point start evaporating, and the vapors which comes up are distilled and collected. In this way, one of the liquid is collected in the form of vapors and followed by distillation, and second which is having the higher boiling point is left behind in the container. In this way you can say both the type of immiscible as well as miscible mixtures, components of such mixtures can be separated out. Now we are going to discuss about the combining two or more methods of separation of components of mixture. Sometimes a mixture is having many type of component. So how we can separate out them? We are going to see an activity that will explain you everything. In a container there is a mixture in which all are solids, all pins, kidney beans and sugar. Now a magnet in my hand. With the help of this magnet you can say I'm doing magnetic separation. I'm separating out all the magnetic material from my mixture. This is how. And now after one method followed one method by me, another is hand picking. With the help of hand picking I will take out all the kidney beans from the सारे राजमा के दाने हम हाथ के साथ पिक कर सकते हैं because the mixture is in small quantity there. And what is left behind? That is sugar. If this is cleaner one, then no problem. If it is having some more impurities like dust etc., or you want to purify it more, you can do the crystallization process for that. Now to separate sugar, sand and iron nails. Here we separated out iron nails, you can say all pins, kidney beans and sugar. So in this way dear student, from this chapter we are able to distinguish between pure substances and mixture, homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture, and different methods of separating the components of solid with solid mixtures, solids with liquids mixtures and liquids with liquids mixtures. And lastly, we discuss the combined methods of separation. The whole chapter is done by us in this way. Now, dear student, only I am just leaving you behind by saying that keep observing the activities of mom done in the kitchen. Not for eatables, but the different purposes she carried out during the course of making different dishes for you. You will be agreed to put the popular name of this chapter as Mom's Kitchen. So dear student, always remains immiscible to keep your identity, and don't forget to behave like miscible for a needy. This is all about from my side for chapter 4. Keep studying, be self-driven, Have a good day.